Hi everyone, Peter Lisiaga here. Hope everyone is doing great today. Thought I'd come on here live and share what's on my heart today. I had a couple of conversations with parents yesterday. What I love about what I do as a master instructor at Donato Karate Center. Hey, if you want to find out about our program, there's a link here. Just go to that link right below. But I was in conversations yesterday with parents, and this is what and families in our community at Donato Karate. Our goal really is to really serve our community by meeting the needs of families that have children, typically ages 4 years old and up, that need help in, let's say, self-discipline or believing in themselves or having the confidence in themselves and just doing the right thing. And the parents want to partner up with us, and we partner up with them so that their kids can be empowered with certain key things that we teach in martial arts. So, my thinking today, after speaking to these parents yesterday, we were talking about the challenges that we've been having over the last several months. Let me just make sure my volume's okay. I think my volume's okay. Great, excellent. Okay, the conversation we've been having over the last several months really has been incredibly challenging. All the conversations that we've been having. Uh, Today, I'm just thinking about this is that the most valuable asset we have really are our children, and because they're basically our future. So, what are we doing now to demonstrate, what they can be doing to really be great citizens and to be empowered and to mitigate whatever challenges that come up in life. So, there are 10 things here I just want to go through. These are things that you guys know. I know these, but it was a great review for me just to go through this these 10 things. I'm sure you have other things that we want to, instill in our children and create conversations with our children to help empower them. But these are the 10 things that our children need from us and need from us as parents, as teachers, as community leaders. And I wanted to share them with you. If you can add to this list, please do in the comment section below. If you want to expound on any one of these areas, please do right below, because these are things that I want to make sure that I give to my children, but also give to our students at Denali Karate. If you visit our school, you will right away see that we are a family martial arts school, and that our goal is really to meet the needs of our families. And the number one thing that we want to make sure that we really give our students, and as a parent, I want to give to my children, is love. Is love right here, love. And it's not about giving them materialistic things. I mean, I'd love to give my kids everything they want, but I also know that I create this spirit of entitlement, and I don't want to do that. Now, as a parent, I guess I wanted my child to know that everything's there for them, but at the same time, I want them to know that they have to work for it. However, this idea of just loving my kids and being patient with my kids and all that, just loving my children is number one. And I can do that with no materialistic thing. And I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to get it right all the time. But what I have to do is really let my kids know how much I love them and I care for them and how much they mean to me, uh, and what they mean to our family and how important they are, to really love them. And that's the number one thing I want to do for my own children. And this is one thing I want to do for even our students and our families. Let them know, hey, I have love for you. I care for you deeply. And this is why we do what we do. And the parents that I spoke to yesterday were really talking about the things that we did at DKC through these challenging times, how we were able to stay open and serve them and do whatever it took to make sure we met their needs. And it's out of a heart of love and care. And so it's important that our children get this from us and be meaningful and mindful of this as we go through our days. The next thing is faith. Is faith. You know, with our children, letting them know that our faith, our core values are are strong. That we're standing on. Now, I know, Mike. If someone asked me, "Well, what's the hope? Why are you so hopeful? Why are you so positive that tomorrow is going to be a great day?" And I have to let them know what my faith is, why I believe what I believe, and let them know this is why I stand on this hope that I have. And we have to instill in them faith, and that's going to be okay. It might be tough, but it will be okay. And the world can get extremely scary for us as adults, scary for our children, and sometimes it's easy to get caught up into this fear. But we need to remember our faith, our core values, and why we have the hope that we have. So faith is something we need to instill in our children as parents and as teachers. Now, there's all kinds of faith out there. People believe in different things, but I'm talking about core values. No matter what your core value is, if you're living it every day and they see you through your actions and your demeanor and how you're just living your life through your actions and being hopeful, they're going to see a faith, and they're going to be encouraged and inspired and motivated. So our kids need to see that. As parents, we need to show our faith, and as teachers. Next thing is confidence. We need to demonstrate confidence. They need to see us move forward confidently. And not that we're perfect, not that we're going to get it right all the time, but we're going to say we're going to make this decision, we're going to do this, and they need to see the confidence in that. They need to see us lead them with confidence. And that's going to help them feel confident. I know when we went into this pandemic, I know my family was looking to me, and I have to say, we're going to be okay. And they need to see that confidence in me, and then my actions were true, and I want to be sincere about that. That's why I surrounded myself with leaders, Master Donato, with my team at Donato Karate, my mentor Nick, and all the team that I'm with the other schools. We all came together just to encourage each other, and just so that we as leaders, as teachers, as parents, that we can stand tall and be confident, so that our kids see that and they can be assured that we will get through this. Next thing is patience. Okay, we're not going to get our way all the time. Okay, we're going to hope for things to happen. It won't happen. And sometimes we're going to have to wait. And this idea that we're going to get what we want when we want, just because we're a parent, I think that it does not, first of all, it's not realistic. And the kids see that, hey, look, we're not going to get what we want all the time just like that, but we're going to be patient. So they need to see our patience, and they need to see us really, sometimes we could get upset, we could get frustrated, but they need to see us in our frustration and our upset to be patient. And they need to see that in us. This is what I want to demonstrate as an instructor. So when I'm teaching a student, and the student's just simply not getting it as fast as I want them to get it, they need to see me be patient. And they need to see me take a breath, calm down, and then patiently help them. And go through whatever's being challenged in that moment with patience. And that's a given. They must see that. Next thing is affection. There's one thing that with me, I grew up, I didn't have much affection in my family. I didn't grow up with a lot of hugs or anything like that. I really don't remember any of that. And my kids, that's one thing I wanted to do for my own children. I wanted to make sure that they knew that I cared for them, and I was demonstrating it through physical affection and through words of encouragement and affection, saying that, hey, I love you, I care about you, and you're important to me, and giving them hugs. I know my kids are older, but I still have to show that affection. And the touch is so important now, especially now with this social distancing. We have to find a way to demonstrate affection. And that's why, like the elbows, or real quick fist bump, but kids love this air high fives. And so we can actually have have fun telling kids, hey, let's pass the energy through the air, and just trying to really connect in a way that's meaningful. And affection is so important, especially now when we have this social distancing. There's another thing that we were talking about yesterday with the parents, with the two moms. I spoke to two moms yesterday. We were talking about the one thing that we all needed. I needed it. I need that physical contact. If not the physical contact, at least in person. Now, I love virtual. I love the fact that I can connect with you right now, people around the world right now. But there's nothing like the person, face to face, in person connection. and we keep the social distancing just for our safety and for our health. However, at all possible, we want to make sure with our own children to get those hugs in there, especially now. As teachers, we start to keep our distance, but those little high fives real quick, or those elbow taps without masks on, and a good, respectful social distancing. Maybe we can do a little tap and step away. Okay, they say as long as you're not within that distance longer than 15 minutes, right? But we can do a little tap and step back and respect. But get that affection and work hard on that. Next thing is counsel. Counsel. And I know our kids are in schools, they get counselors, and the counselor's there to counsel them. And having a role, our role as parents is really to provide feedback to our kids, so that they can, basically build, and it helps them build their character. And so we need to counsel them, let them know when maybe they're going the wrong direction, or give them some counsel with decisions here or decisions there. And counsel is always great. I know as my children get older, I have a 17-year-old and 20-year-old, my counsel, I ask them for permission. I ask them, hey, do you mind if I give you some advice here? They can say yes or no, that's their prerogative. But I always want to, as a parent and as a teacher, make myself available to counsel. And which brings me to the next thing: compassion. Compassion. We have to be compassionate when our children are going through what they're going through. We're going through what we're going through. And we have to make sure we have not only empathy but compassion for our children, for our students, and everyone. There's a saying that says that everyone you meet is fighting their own battle. So everyone is going through something. None of us are absolved, from challenges and battles in life. And so we have to have compassion for each other and for our children. And so make sure we keep that in mind. And also empathy, right? I think empathy is a really powerful, powerful asset. If we show empathy and let our children know that we know what they're going through, and maybe share an experience that we had when we were their age, and let them know we do understand it, even though that their experience is unique to them. We share our experiences not to discount their feelings, but to empathize with them and to show compassion. All right, next thing is guidance. To guide them, direct them. That's one thing that I learned in a very powerful way through this last several months, is being a leader and just leading and giving myself the permission to not to be perfect all the time, but to have the confidence to guide people, say, hey, everyone, we're going in this direction. And then be willing to say, you know what, guys, this is the wrong direction. We're going to go this way. So be courageous in our guidance and guide our children. They want to be guided. They want to be led. And they're not looking deep down in their hearts. I know they're not looking for perfection. They just want to see someone to stand up with courage and with intelligence, guide them. And not with all the answers, guide them. And that's what our children need, and that's what they want. The next thing I want to share with you guys as we wrap this up is respect. Okay, we want to, and this is what we're telling our children. We're telling our children, telling our students, telling my kids that you want to respect yourself and you want to respect other people. And I tell our students and I tell our kids, my own kids, is that respect is basically recognizing someone has value, that they are important, and that you then act accordingly. You're aware of the fact that people are valuable, and you think of ways to show that value to them, and then your actions back that up. Your words back that up, that you're always respectful. Doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone, doesn't mean that they have to agree with you. We still have to respect each other. And I do not believe that for me to respect someone, I do not need them to respect me. My respect, and this is what I want to teach our students and our children, that the respect that I give others is a gift. I give the gift of respect. Someone does not have to earn it. I give it because it's the right thing to do. Does it take discipline for me to sometimes respect people that disrespect me? Yes. However, I was told many years ago, Peter, always take the high road. Don't take the low road. Don't go where people go if they want to disrespect you. Don't go down that road. Take the high road and give as a gift respect. And last one here is time. Now, this is the most valuable asset that we have. We can have money, we can have all the stuff in the world, but the one thing that we could never get more of is time. And that's why I count my days. That's why time that I spend with you, with my students, with my family, with my wife, with my friends, with people that I really value. Because, I'm going to be 60 years old, and I am acutely aware of how fast time is going by. I've lost loved ones already. I've experienced that. My parents, my grandparents, even I've experienced the loss of a child. So I know, and the loss of friends, and I've experienced loss. So I know the value of time. Our children, our students need for us to take time with them, and meaningful time, so that when we're speaking to someone, I was talking about that today with Master Donato and Master McGill, Master Lisiaga in our meeting when we were talking about our students earlier today, saying that when we interact with our students and our parents, that we want to make sure that that time we're 100% focused on them, what we call present focus, to be there. Wherever you are, there's a saying, wherever you are, be there. And give the person you're with 100% of your attention. Give them that time. Sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's a couple of hours. But when we're with someone, let's make sure to give them quality time, attention, and listening to them, hearing what they're saying, and doing all these other things that we spoke about, loving them, expressing our faith and hope when we're with them, confidence that tomorrow that we're going to get through this, the patience to deal with the upsets and the challenges of life, to show affection and the love in meaningful ways, not only verbally but also physically if it's possible, to be ready to counsel and to guide and have compassion, empathy, and to always show respect. Let's spend our time doing that. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Again, Peter Lisiak from Donato Karate. Find out more about our program, just link right below. But that's what's on my heart, and I thought I'd share that with you. Guys, have a blessed day. Remember, your choice is the power, right? Your choice to have an amazing day or not amazing day is totally up to you. Have an amazing day. Take care. Talk to you next time.